ReliefFactor.com studio, and my guest is the host of Pet Show. He's on AM 870 The Answer from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, nationally from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Author of a number of books, including the one he mentioned, Pet Aerobics. Also, Memoirs of a Pet Therapist, a TAIL, T-A-I-L, Get It All book. How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want, How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want. His books, The Illustrated Cat's Life, and also The Illustrated Dog's Life, have been published in 10 countries. Please welcome Warren Eckstein. Warren, a number of people have questions. Darcy in California. Darcy, you're on with Warren Eckstein and Larry Elder.
Darcy, the man walking the dog with the mask. I heard about 3 to 4 days ago that a lion had contracted the coronavirus. And we have 2 cats in our home. They're indoor cats. Well, my husband and I, when we heard that, we looked at each other cross-eyed like, oh, my God, could this possibly be worse? And however, I've not heard any...
Here's a great answer for you, okay? And I did a lot of work on this. Listen to me carefully. With the number of cats living in the United States, which is in the millions and millions and millions, the only one we heard of testing positive was a tiger at the Bronx Zoo. So if this was the type of virus that you had to be scared in terms of your cat or dog getting, believe me, there would have been a lot more positive cases way back when. So I don't believe there's anything to worry about. Just use, common sense, social distancing if you have the COVID-19 or someone else does. But in terms of worrying, according to everyone I spoke to, the CDC, at this point, there's nothing to worry about in terms of your dog or cat giving you the COVID. In terms of getting it to them, there's been no cats or dogs that have gotten it from a human being other than that one tiger.
Darcy, thank you for the call. Rita is in New York City. Rita, you're on with Warren Eckstein and Larry.
Hi.
Hi, you're on, Rita.
Hi, how are you? I wanted to tell you about your cat that you said was crawling into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
You just put some clove oil on her, some clove oil. You just put it, just wet it on her and keep her clean. Rita, I can't reach the cat. The cat's in a hole. My arm can't even get into where the cat is. That's what I mean. Okay, she's in the hole. Yeah, in the hole. Okay. And assuming she weren't in the hole, Warren, is what Rita said, would that have worked?
I would not be using clove oil. I would be doing a preventive approach beforehand. So at this point, the only other thing I could recommend, Larry, and this may sound a little eccentric, and heaven forbid I should ever sound eccentric, but you may want to, when you leave the house, you may want to leave your voice talking to her on a recorder, on your computer. Let her listen to the show. The more she hears your voice and the more your scent is around her, the easier and faster she'll get more comfortable and start coming out when you're around.
Mary is in St. Petersburg, Florida. Mary, you're on with Warren Eckstein and Larry.
Good evening.
Evening.
Would it be wise to take your dog to the groomer if there's other dogs there and other people there? Would that be okay?
Personally, I would not be taking my dog to the groomer at this point, not so much fearful of the dog, but in terms of I don't know who at the groomer might have been exposed to the virus. So a lot of people are doing this. They're grooming their dog at home, but don't go crazy, okay? A little brushing here and there, if you know how to trim their nails. I would not be taking my dog to I don't even know if the grooming shops are open. I know in some areas they're not, but I would not be taking my dog to a grooming shop at this point. I would be trying to groom. In fact, my dogs are getting a bath tomorrow.
Your dog's getting a bath tomorrow?
I'm bathing them myself, absolutely. They do it at my 19 pounds. How bad can it be, Larry?
Is it a good or a bad time to adopt a pet from the shelter?
Oh, this is incredible time. First of all, thank God for people. I have gained faith in people again. So many shelters and so many rescues and humane societies across the country now have run out of dogs and cats for adoption. More dogs than cats. Cats still need it. So many people are fostering dogs, and what happens very often when you foster a dog, you become what we call a foster failure. You wind up adopting. But so many dogs have been fostered and adopted during this COVID outbreak. It's a fabulous thing. But it's a great time to adopt for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is the time that you have to spend a good couple of weeks at home with your pet. You have more time to spend with them and socialize them and start training them. So this is an ideal time. Any time's ideal, but this is the perfect time to adopt a dog or cat. However, you may have to do it online. A lot of the shelters are closed, but they do have their websites where you can go online, adopt a dog, you can go to the shelter, and they will hook you up.
Warren Eckstein, we only have about 60 seconds left. Has there been a run on pet food? Has there been a run on dog food, cat food, the way it has been on toilet paper and paper towels?
Well, luckily not for toilet paper for the pets, Larry, but there has been a run on it. A lot of the companies are out of dog food. I'm going online. I order dog food online for my own dogs all of the time. But you have to, stock up. Let me just say that. Stock up. This is the time to stock up.
A few seconds left, Warren. Are you opposed to referring to yourself as the owner of a dog?
You know, for 40 years I was the owner. Now I guess I'm no longer the owner. I've changed to a guardian. It doesn't bother me, and the reason it doesn't bother me is because I know so many thousands of people that have dogs. They call themselves the owners, and they have the greatest, happiest dogs in the world. So it doesn't personally bother me. I don't use it, but it doesn't bother me.
Warren Eckstein, host of the Pet Show, again nationally from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. AM 870 The Answer from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. Warren, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Larry.
888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7243. I am Larry Elder. Don't leave town.
All across America, The Larry Elder Show.